That's right. The hidden lore for the Amnesia tournament is indeed my own. Welcome, my friends, to Mechnesia. So, you're probably wondering what this is all about. Well, part of this is truly to honor my grandmother, who turned 88 on Friday, which is actually technically when I'm recording this intro. Is Friday night. We had her birthday dinner. It was great. I had that what if on Friday, which is today. Her deck, her old school deck, the AI did not do it justice because she beat me every time with it. Now you're gonna see a deck she used later, and it's for what if series. I always wanted to bring her in here. I wanted to build up the lore. This was what I was planning the whole time with AT and the Metal Raiders. Yeah, they had Keith, their relationship with Keith, but now they pushed Keith to the side. They've denounced Keith, and of course, he comes back. Technically, AT just came back crying to his come back crying to his grandma, because he was like, "Oh, way, Graham, they beat me up. I need you to beat them for me." And she's like, "Okay, sweetie." Nah, just kidding. Anyway, our heroes they don't wake up. They do wake up from when they are outside the facility, when they get their minds wiped, when they cross that barrier. So they just walk for a few miles. They find the city. This city is where Mechnesia takes place. Now, it seems like a little bit Japanese style, but it's really not. I don't even know why I chose a Japanese style theme. I just thought it was interesting. I guess because of the Karakuris. Yeah. I don't know. Because I like Karakuris. I told no one to touch them. So, like the Machinas, them and the Machinas. Anyway, I'm going to get onto it, I know. There are less characters than even the last tournament that are here because Serenity Spider Monkey did not want part in this tournament. Then that's fine. That's fine. We all either want a part or we don't want a part in certain tournaments. And I can understand. It's also the fear of the unknown. They probably had no idea what the heck they were about to get into, as none of you did. But that was my plan because I wanted to have a fun tournament and include a lot of my machine duelists, including 2 new ones that I've been wanting to introduce. Now, this is essentially, is part 1 here is basically the Metal Raiders Revenge tour. And yeah, let's go ahead and get on to the first 5 characters. We're starting with Mitchell's crew. And this is the first new character, Sabrina Crystal, which is Alice, but with a rework, it looks like. The daughter of Carapathia, aka Carrie Crystal. Sabrina is a witch in training, and also one of the few URIA agents that uses magic more than tech. She and Hannah have been BFFs since they were a dual academy, where they hung out with the White Sisters. Well, she looks identical to Alice, so yeah, there may be a problem trying to discern them from each other. Hannah was initially surprised that the witch that showed up for Halloween is actually Sabrina's mom. What? The White Sisters did not leave the facility on the submarine, having gotten caught up and dragged along with everyone through the tunnel. They are among the group now that now has amnesia. Sabrina and her mom are on the way to the derelict town. I was making sure I read that right. Derelict? No, I was reading it because it's a funny thing to call that town I've set up. To the derelict town where that group ended up to try and cure their amnesia with spells and potions. You know what? Bring it on. And here's a woman we have not seen since the Halloween tournament, right? Carapathia Crystal. She now works as a chef at Hannah's Pizzeria. Her daughter Sabrina informed her that URIA wanted them to brew potions for curing amnesia. What? So they're going to try to... So this is the solution when we get to... Sabrina explained the situation with the group that escaped the facility through the tunnel. When Carrie learns the White Sisters are among the amnesiacs, she gets right to work. How many times are we going to hear amnesia in this one video, guys? A lot. A lot. Once everything is ready, the crystals head out with some other URI agents, to find the derelict town where the others ended up. Stop using that word. And now, second new character, Cassidy Credence. And oh my gosh, what a wall of text. The daughter of Callista Credence, Cassidy is nicknamed Princess of Solhauser. She's known to hang out with Lila Moon, whom she's the same age as, and harbors feelings for Perry Moon, who is 2 years older than her and Lila. Cassidy chose to be homeschooled at Solhauser HQ instead of going to Duel Academy, since some of the smartest people on Earth work for Solhauser. It's a common rumor that her dichromatic hair... I think I said that wrong. Dichromatic hair. I don't know. I'm not pronouncing words correctly tonight. It's really late at night. Dichromatic hair is a result of her being involved in an experiment with one of Solhauser's scientists. Doof denies all the allegations. I don't care if you deny them, Doof. You freaking merged Bakura and Merrick together. You made them a mutant freak. I know you did this. I know it. Admit it. It's like that. What's that one lawyer anime that everyone loves so much? I hate it, but everyone loves it. But Ace Attorney or whatever. But she actually just dyed her hair red and blue at some point. Her deck... Oh, wait, was that really what happened? Huh. Her deck uses fire and water monsters. Yes, it sure does. I saw them. Also fitting this red and blue color scheme. She and her mom are heading to a derelict town to look for Doof, Franz, and Scott. Callista Credence. Doof and Scott were at the facility when all the commotion happened and did not leave on Admiral Nemo's submarine. Callista was contacted once by Scott after this, and he told her that Doof got attacked by Makora and vanished. Scott... What, is Doof dead? Wait, did they got to him? He's dead? Scott also told her that he had left the facility and had Franz with him. Callista then lost contact with Scott. She and her daughter are heading to the place where she was able to trace Scott's call to, hoping that Scott, Doof, and Franz are alright. Well, they ain't gonna be, because they run into something very bad. Alice White. Creepy doll girl. Although, isn't she a real girl in this lore? She and Laura ended up with Justice's group instead of on the submarine, and now find themselves in a strange place, and they can't remember anything. 2 Solhauser guys, aka Scott and Franz, are also with them, and have amnesia, as everyone does. She knows that they are... Oh, there was no they put in there. She knows that they are from Solhauser because they both have Solhauser on their jackets. The White Sisters remember the names Alice White and Lara White, but not who they are. But they do get a feeling that the 2 of them are sisters. Alice White spots a doll in a store window that looks just like her. Don't scare me. And now she is convinced she is somehow a doll come to life. Oh my gods of Egypt, don't do this to me. She begins acting like a total girly girl. Meanwhile, Lara just wants to remember who all these people they ended up with are. Now we get to Jammy Jams 5. Haven, aka Justice, has lost his Miyamari and actually thinks he is a cool motorcycle guy. Why is that spelled like motorcycle guy? He can be zooming around the city and doing very dangerous stunts. He is surprisingly being buddy-buddy with Zachary. Mostly everyone has left the castle to look for him, leaving it empty and vulnerable. and is now being taken over by Cash. Noah has the underground on lockdown, and all the innocents that made their way there are safe and are working on the Vrains project. Ooh, ominous. He is weirded out by the lizard guy. Well, we'll get to him soon. Anya, our favorite alien girl, was one of the first people to notice a bunch of the people at the castle. She tracked down the group in a random town and tried talking to everyone, but they didn't notice her. She went to talk to Justice, but he didn't even notice who she was. She notices he's hanging with Zachary and tries to separate them, but just replies with "You're a hot alien lady, but that doesn't mean you can tell me what to do." Oh, Justice. He then proceeds to do a stunt and drive his dual cycle into a wall. This is great because I envisioned the very thing that happened. She's gonna have to try and snap everyone out of this. Chad Princeton. Make the Princeton name proud, even though they were barely relevant in this lore. He doesn't know where he is or what he is doing here. All he knows is that he could probably make a lot of money by making a movie in this rugged place. I love Chad so much. He's my new favorite character of Jamie's. That's not Haven or Justice. He tries going around hiring people and even tries to hit on a cool alien lady, but proceeds to get slapped. Yeah, or in this channel, smacked. The Chad will get his revenge on her for later. For now, it's up to Chad to chat it up. Chat it up. Chat it up. Yeah, the Chad. Lily Lumastic. Oh, my Sharanwi girl that I told him to. I wanted to take advantage of the character, and I like Sharanwis. I told him I wanted the Sharanwi deck. I wanted to take advantage with the Sharanwi because I just thought it's a good deck. The AI knows how to use the deck as long as it's made properly. Was helping with the prison escape, but instead of following Noah, she followed Justice and doesn't even know where she is or who she is. She sees a crazy motorcycle guy, a crazy lizard man, and another guy trying to make a movie. She has a weird instinct to protect the motorcycle guy, so she begins running around trying to stop him from doing crazy stunts. Oh my gosh, this idiot is running into the wall. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you an idiot. It's just, oh my gosh. Jasmine Thunder, she's cool. I like her. Woke up in a strange place, and the first thing she did was contact everyone on her contacts, but they won't be here until tomorrow. So now she has to wander this place without knowing where she is, or what to do, or what all these crazy people are. Now we are on to Night Shroud's 5. And we have Spike the Dragon, everyone's favorite dragon. Except Kaiba's. Spike and his friends plow through the guards and help the dragons break out. Spike's Clearwing Synchro Dragon card glowed, and suddenly a strange dual runner manifested out of his dual disc. What the heck? He blasted through the guards with it, and everyone got through. Though despite it seems dragons are unaffected by that weird amnesia barrier, and the rest of the young six aren't affected too much. Weird memories began to show up in Spike's head, and making him act out weird. Now he got separated from his friends in this strange town, and he has got to find Chris and the rest fast. But he's gonna meet two friends real soon. But I was reading what he puts in the parentheses. But really concerned on where did Chris go? Where did he go? I want to know. Ocelus, the changeling, aka Ocelus in dragon form. Yes, they got a glow up. Even though Ocelus wasn't affected by the weird amnesia barrier, unfortunately, she got hit in the head really hard. Oh no! in the mess as everyone was escaping and now thinks she's a dragon. What? At least she's just hugging Spike, but someone has got to watch her. Doesn't help everyone got scattered in this weird town. Yeah, everyone kind of got scattered. That's another thing. We're not as a group because we don't know each other anymore. Can Ocelus, the dragoness, help out, or will she just be adorable? I don't know. Time will tell. Smolder, one of his best duelists. Smolder doesn't know what's weirder, seeing Spike struggling with these weird memories stuck in his head now, or the fact that Ocelus now thinks she's a dragon. A really adorable one, in parentheses. While the whole gang got scattered in the chaos during the escape. Now she has got to find the rest and reunite with the others before something really stupid happens. Hopefully, a surprise meeting with a certain dragoness would help. Now we get on to his two new characters. Dragon Lord Ember. A rather tough and clever dragon gal that is the wielder. That is the leader. That's my fault on that. That is the leader of the dragons in Spike's world. Her father was the previous dragon lord, but she didn't become ruler by inheritance. But due to an ancient competition to decide the new leader, Spike won it, but passed the rule to her. She actually is quite fond of Spike, but seems to be holding something else for him. Oh boy. Now she needs a lot of help, since she and possible all dragons from Spike's world is stuck in this world. She was the one who got some of the dragons to purposely be arrested to rescue the runts that got taken to the facility. And very glad they all escaped. Well, we all are. We're all glad we escaped, you know? Gotta escape, bro. But now they're all currently scattered at this weird town. Yes, that's right. And kind of weirded out on Spike's situation with the weird memories, but also is going to be hugging him hard. And now, the final new character of Nitro, Mina the Dragoness. I like the pastel drawing of this. It's really good. It's like something I would draw. I would draw pastel and these heavy lines like this, really thick, heavy lines. That's my style, like very cartoony. A purple dragoness who owns a comic book store in a particular obscure town in Spike's world where ponies and dragons lived. She helped Spike and another friend solve quite a problem in the past. She now helps a card shop / comic shop in New Domino and other locations, eager to play the game but also happy to Spike especially strangely. In fact, she considers the whole situation of being in this other world like a plot in one of the comics she read. She joined up with Ember at this strange town to help the escaping dragons regroup and hopefully help Spike and friends reunite. Though they gotta find Chris. Yeah, where is he? I'm curious even now. You're making me curious, Nitro. But they don't know where he is at right now. Wild Dan. We're into Legos 5 now. Wild Dan. Not Dirty Dan, Wild Dan. After waking up, that's reminded me of that episode. I'm sorry, Lego. Every time I see his name, I think of that SpongeBob episode. After waking up with no memory of his past, Wild Dan decided that he should probably try to start a new life and rebuild anew. This is one of my favorite lores. This one's funny. I read this one earlier. This led to him going to the nearest diner. Thank you. Shout out, bro. Shout out for using my idea. This led to him going to the nearest diner and getting a job as an employee there, where he yeah. Oh, he's gonna be the only human working there. This led to him going to the nearest diner and getting a job as an employee there, where he promptly ended up beating up a robber and kicking them out. Well, I'm telling you, the robber probably wasn't human. Hold on, wait. Other than that, though, he's been living as normal as he could, becoming mild-mannered Dan. This is all while providing for himself and Andy. That's right, because Andy's here. Well, not as a duelist, but she's here. Since while they both don't remember each other, they still feel a faint bond that made them want to stick around each other. That's cool that everyone still got the bond. It's still there, even though, you know, memories got wiped. Lee Go, aka Lizard Lee. I'm just gonna call him Lizard Lee. Lizard Lee was very confused by the fact he doesn't remember who he is or what this weird golden necklace he's wearing is. As soon as he placed a hand on it, as soon as he placed a hand on it, however, he saw visions of lizard people. So he came to the conclusion that he must be a lizard person himself, an alien planted to gain a high position in this world and prepare it for invasion. The spirit within the Millennium Necklace is clearly having a lot of fun with this. A bit too much, really. I'm having fun with it myself. Francesca Rivera, aka I swear she looks like the one of a Grand Blue avatar from Carfight Vanguard. I swear. Francesca, well, I like Grand Blue. It's a cool archetype. Francesca was disappointed by the performances of her fellow collective members during the private party. She did pretty good. However, either way, their plan is going well, thanks to Justice getting arrested. News emerging of the breakout made her decide that it was time for her to go after him herself. Dang, she really is the enforcer of the collective. While Cash and the others continue their plans in Neo Domino, after all. Brutus, leading the Royal Knights to break out Justice and the others, left the city wide open. All she has to do is handle her part and make sure Justice doesn't come back, which seems like it would be rather simple since he doesn't even remember he's royalty. Dude, everything's all screwed up right now, but when she stumbles in this town, as part of the collective, she should know what town she's about to go to. Because this town is known by the higher-ups. Maybe not the collective, but it could be, I don't know, just the higher-ups of Neo Domino. Like, Lord Kaiba X knows about this. Zachary Adachi. This guy. Zachary has become significantly nicer to be around post-amnesia. Oh, great. And actually tolerable for once. He's far more polite and helpful, and has even decided to assist Haven in finding out more about himself, which would be a rather odd sight for anyone who knows how much the two despise each other normally. Zachary looked at his deck and found them kind of disturbing. I mean, yeah, he runs a very twisted, dark deck, confusing himself on why he'd use such scary-looking cards. He's sticking with them for now, but has considered swapping them out for something more classy. Well, I've seen the deck. Yeah, it's pretty classy, I will admit. Artemis Gray. Ah, yes, another version of Diana comes out again. After Dino was hit by the amnesia wave, she took it so hard that she was booted back into the system's headspace. This caused Artemis to take the lead in a rare instance of her physically fronting for their body. She finds herself missing a majority of the system's memories, but she still feels herself having a basic instinct to gather knowledge and keep track of it. Plus, she has her preferred deck still, so she figures maybe she could find something out from the others around her. I sure hope so. And now, we're on to my 5. We finished Lego's 5, we're on to my 5, and there's only 25 duelists. That's right, only 25 duelists. I know, crazy. Starting with my boy, me, AT. The Metal Raiders basically own this quiet town, thanks to AT's grandmother. Machines are the main inhabitants, anyway. He is much less confident than usual, though, especially around his gram, and seems to hide when certain machines walk through the city. He has used his hacker skills, like a lot, to get this town back on its feet, but the higher-ups of Neo Domino have always shunned this city and treat it like trash. It is his dream to beat these heroes, to beat royalty, because he thinks justice is responsible for this. And, you know, he's just angry. He's angry, but he's not just flying off the handle. He's trying to be smart about it. But he is also still... It's weird because when he comes back to his town, he becomes very nostalgic. And because he doesn't always visit it, because they've been away for so long. Yeah, this is just... And by the way, the name of the town is Mechtown. Yes, it's that simple, Mechtown. I just wanted to do it like a spinoff of Crash Town. It's just Mechtown. Yeah, I know, original. Oil was wanting to pay back those machine haters. Luckily, all of them fell right in their territory anyway, and not even with memories. Well, most of them. Where they didn't plan on people with, well, I don't know. They got what they wanted, kind of. But she's scared of something hidden within this mecha city. Geo. God, when is this guy gonna retire? I still can't believe he beat me that last. Luckily, he's been nerfed. I'm actually glad you guys nerfed him by getting rid of ABC Dragon Buster. Geo is really campaigning for group leader now that he has taken down the current leader in a duel. Yeah, I beat him in the first duel, though. However, the governess of the city won't allow her grandson to be overtaken by some ugly guy. Also, he's a little scared as well of an unseen presence in the city. Oh, crap. Now you know why I have two parts to this. And now we get to the first new character that I have. Say hello to Mechmach. The strongest dueling robo AI in the city. Yes, it's full of AI dueling robos. Used to train the few human children to become stronger, including AT's personal trainer and bodyguard when he was a child. So this is Mechmach. Yeah, he's kind of scary. I totally didn't use a face claim from Titanfall or anything. Anyway, so that's Mechmach. He's basically just an AI duelist. So, but you know, he cares about AT and his grandmother. He's basically their Brutus. He's basically their Brutus, except it's a machine. And now the final new character, Machine Queen Graham. It's Machine Queen Graham, AT's grandmother and the queen of all the machine duelists. He has never been able to defeat her once in a duel since he was a child, and that is literally real life. No matter what happened in the video on Friday, I've never been able to beat her in real life, ever. I never beat her. Even leading up, our last duel was 2014, and I never beat her. I never beat her once. She's a beast. Anyway, he's never been able to beat her once in a duel, even once, since he was a child. So, she is also, of course, like AT, since she's taught him about this stuff. And they've been to meetings with the higher-ups before of Neo Domino. She is also mad that there's basically the city has not gotten any funding. That's why it's a wreck. Their robos need repair. All of this. And they just don't listen to her because she's very loud, and they think she's loud, arrogant, and overconfident and stuff. But that's just her persona. That's what makes her a great machine duelist. Oh, I know Graham's gonna be watching. She's like, why did you call me that? I mean, I respect her so much. I put her on the highest pedestal. She's the best machine duelist I ever saw. What can I say? She welcomes the heroes for now, but they must be tested first in the way of the machines. Although, she does find it weird that one is thinking he's a lizard man and the other is riding around wrecking his bike over and over again. So she definitely thinks they're a little lacking on brains, let's just say. Definitely not on the level of AI brain. even. So, and she is also aware of the town being affected by this unseen presence that everyone's scared of. So we will get to that in the next tournament, but we're going to focus on this tournament with these 25 duelists. I hope you guys enjoy. Remember to like, comment, subscribe on YouTube. The channel's name's Animanga. See you for the tournament. Bye.